Hello from Southern Ontario, Canada, September 4th. So the trial of Tamara Litch and Chris Barber begins tomorrow. Very important here in Canada for our rights and freedoms. So I want to touch briefly on who is Chris Barber. Prompted in part, I saw a comment on my channel, who are these characters? Well, these characters should be well known to the Canadian population by now. Frighteningly, a lot of people, they still don't know anything happened in Ottawa, let alone who these people are and what they're being persecuted for. So let's take a quick look at Chris, as I've already taken a quick look at Tamara and previous to that, Pat King. I'll be brief. Chris Barber owns a trucking company in Alberta, and predominantly, I gather, his business is shipping farm equipment back and forth across the border. I mean, that stuff's huge and expensive. Not every farmer owns the gigantic prairie combine. I'm not sure what else his company ships, and I'm not sure what size the company is, but he has employees. Or did have at that time anyways. I assume the company's still running. Anyways, at the time when the regime of Trudeau mandated, okay, after 2 years or whatever it was, however long it was, that the truckers had to get that across the border after not having had to, he was having trouble getting staff. The truckers just said, I'm not taking that, or I'm not crossing the border for you, Chris, sorry, or, well, I'm hanging up my hat, time to retire, time to move on, time to go somewhere else, because I don't want that elixir, that mystery stuff. Chris openly admits he's had 2 of them. Well, okay, so that's when he became involved. I don't believe, I could be wrong, that he had any political activism, like that's a bad word in the lefties' mind. They can be politically active. They can be woke. They can go dress up in drag queen story time for children, but if anybody's not aligned with their woke left views, that's right-wing political extremist activism. Oh yeah, okay. So anyways, I don't think Chris had any previous background. Again, I could be mistaken. And he became kind of the predominant spokesperson in Ottawa. I mean, Tamara at that time was obviously uncomfortable in front of the camera. She's adapted and gotten better with it. Not everybody can do it. But it seemed to come a little more natural to Chris. I mean, he came across not as a polished politician, not by any means, but just as a guy possessed of common sense and the ability to articulate his thoughts. And so anyways, that's a brief summary of who Chris Barber is. And again, I can't stress enough, Chris, Tamara, Pat, and a host of others who are being persecuted by our government need our support, our awareness. We need to be following this. This is they should never have been charged in the first place. They should not be in court. And heaven forbid, if these people end up in jail, we're all doomed. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button. Please follow the subject matter. And I'll ask further, if you're following other channels, and I know a lot of you are, request of those channels that they stay on this subject matter. The bigger channels, I mean, I'm a guppy. Look at the views I get. I'm small change. The Canadian people need to be watching this. Really need to be watching this. Hit the like button, would you? Thanks.